money, and the pursuit of happiness. Have you ever wondered if the amount of money you have in your wallet is proportional to the amount of happiness you feel day to day? Maybe the first thought that comes to your mind is yes, the more money you have, the happier you are. And it is common to assimilate that the possession of material assets as the way to achieve happiness. The more cars you have, the happier you are. The bigger your house, the happier you are. The more trips you make, the happier you are. But why do we think that? Perhaps it's because money represents something more than the mere acquisition of material assets, because it allows us to satisfy our passions, live more autonomously, more comfortably, and with greater pleasure. Epicurus, a Greek philosopher, talks about pleasure and how it allows us to access happiness through our desires, and talks about three types. First, natural and necessary desires, such as eating, drinking, dressing, and having a roof over our heads. Second, natural and unnecessary desires, such as fine food, luxurious and beautiful clothing, and a comfortable home. And third, desires that are neither natural or necessary, such as power, honor, and great luxuries. He explains that it's enough for us to satisfy the first ones. It's possible to aspire to second ones, although it would be convenient to quit them. And for the third ones, we must avoid them, since not having them makes us begin to feel a permanent dissatisfaction, as if something is missing in our lives. Also, we have to consider that carrying out this type of philosophy in today's world is very complicated, since we live in a reality in which through technology and social media, we're able to observe others' power, honor, and luxuries, things we associate with success. So we began to compare ourselves with them, and our happiness becomes relative to the happiness of others. But now, let's analyze if the people with whom we compare ourselves are actually happy. A thought that I often hear is that in the first world countries, as they have greater economic power, their population is happier. But it's not like that. According to the Gallup Global Emotions Report made in 2019, more than a half of the population in the United States is suffering emotionally. 55% are stressed, 45% are worried, and 22% are angry. Compared to Latin American countries such as Guatemala, Mexico, and El Salvador, which top the list along with Paraguay and Panama. Figures from the National Institute of Statistics and Economic Studies reveal the same phenomenon in France between 1975 and 2000, while an overall GDP growth of 60% is observed. The proportion of people who declare themselves rather satisfied or very satisfied of the life they have will be around 75%. In other countries, such as Great Britain, while national wealth has tripled in half a century, individuals who declare themselves very happy have gone from 52% in 1957 to 36% in 2005. Numbers don't lie. Latin American countries are more positive, and according to Ricardo Ainley, it's not a coincidence because in our countries it's more common for us to focus on our family, an action that gives us a feeling of no matter what happens, I have my family, they support me. In this survey, it is possible to observe these conclusions, in which it's agreed that family, health, work, and friendship are pillars of happiness, not the pursuit of money or material comfort. Personally, I don't think that it's bad to seek a higher socioeconomic status. I consider that the problem begins when we give money our ability to feel and give happiness. With money, you can buy a house, but not a home. With money, you can buy a watch, but not time. Because the fact that you have money will not guarantee that you will be happy. So, does money really give us happiness?